Hi-ho, Mike from Markets here with another fast-breaking news story. Sesame Street, you cannot beat the classics. Setting that aside, this is the Kiwibank morning market summary. So, the big focal points of the evening, they were Brexit and US-China trade. Once again, you can't beat the classics. Modern classics. Modern market classics. Yeah. Kicking off with Brexit, the UK Parliament, they're facing a raft of votes on amendments to the May Brexit deal. It's the one that was rejected by the largest losing margin in a century. There's also a resolution for a Brexit extension if the Parliament doesn't have a plan in place by the end of February. Now, on the other side of the fence, or the channel, EU officials reiterated that there will be no new negotiations. The deal is done, though there may be room to budge on assurances and a tidy up of some specific language. Yeah, US-China trade, heavy hitters from both sides are now in Washington. Unfortunately, this meeting is occurring just as the US has filed criminal charges against the CFO of Huawei. That was regarding alleged bank fraud and intellectual property theft. You might recall she was arrested in Canada late last year. Yeah, she's still trying to avoid extradition. Now, US officials, they've said, hey, trade talks and Huawei, totes separate. China officials, they haven't responded, but it's not hard to imagine their response being, nah man, they're totes the same thing. So, what do these events mean for markets? Well, actually not much. The evening really just served to highlight that there are some big risk events looming, and rather than jumping in early, participants relegated themselves to the sidelines. Look, no one wants to be the guy or girl who buys Google Glass on day one, or a Zune, or a whatever. Look, we did see a bit of volatility in the pound, but otherwise currency markets fairly muted from a local perspective. The Kiwi, that's trading at 68.3 US cents right now, pretty much where it was trading this time yesterday, and this time the day before. Yeah. In equities, few winners, few losers, mildly positive skew on the balance. That's about it for this morning. More detail in first hand, as always. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Kei te anō.